for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bosden. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bosden, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosden on November 5th. Paid for by Bosden for Legislature.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. See a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and brief with the high around 59. Tonight, showers likely with the low around 42. And tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, then mainly sunny skies in the afternoon with the high around 55. Meteorologist Kyle Bucket from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome in Fitness Fanatics, Sunday, November 10th. Absolutely beautiful morning out today. Sun's out, nice and crisp. We've already taken our one dog for a walk.
I didn't know we were going to talk about this.
No, we're not. Well,
too late.
We had to put one of our dogs down, unfortunately.
For me.
Had to put her down, and she's 11 years old. We had to put our cat down a few weeks ago too, which we never talked about. So we've gone from 4 animals to 2 animals.
I thought we talked about it, but maybe we didn't.
I don't think we did.
That's what happens when you have older animals in the house. 15-year-old cat.
I didn't want to bring it
dog.
to a somber moment, but I was just saying we took.
You didn't have to say one dog. We've talked about the dogs enough that I think.
Just one dog now.
Yeah.
So we went on a
been a rough 3 weeks in our house for.
Lost Ben Herb Street as well.
I know, same day.
I watched that video. That was so
pretty sad.
That was the same day Paige. We had to put Paige down.
I didn't quite have those same feelings for Paige that Kirk Herbstreit had for his dog.
Well, retrievers just very lovable dogs. I don't know what Paige was, but
she was an Alaskan Klee Kai. She was a small dog. She was the one that if ever Jeff complained about our dog, it was Paige. The one that got out one time. He had to chase her down the street.
Oh,
she had a long life.
Crowbait, Texas, damn pet cemetery.
I know. It's felt like it the last couple weeks. I know.
3 weeks, yeah. But we're kind of getting to the age where, it's like our kids we're close to being empty nesters, and kind of what we want to do is when we don't have any more animals, we want to just kind of move into a condo or something where I don't have to lift a finger for anything outdoor related.
You already don't. What are you talking about? You don't mow.
Well, I should though.
You should.
I
shovel. You don't have to feel bad about it.
Oh, I took care of all the shoveling last year.
No, not last year. 2 years ago when I was injured. I shoveled last year.
But it's nice though not to have to do that stuff.
I like shoveling.
But you can't do that stuff when you have all these animals.
Especially 4. 2 dogs and 2 cats was a lot.
Yes, but now we're down to just 2 animals in the house, which is
manageable.
And it's kind of nice.
But yes, we did take Olive our remaining dog, out for a walk this morning.
Yep. So this beautiful morning, we went on
Back
about
on track.
how far did we walk today? Like a mile and a half.
I don't know. It's about 40, almost 50 minutes. I didn't track the distance. I just tracked the time.
Yeah. So it was a nice, stress-free Saturday for us and for all Husker fans. You know, Harrison, I didn't watch a lot of football at all yesterday. I just wasn't really. I mean, I didn't watch any game.
Iowa had already lost.
Oh, that started off with a great weekend. I mean, when Iowa loses Friday night, and I did listen to the sound off show, callers calling in. That was what I spent Saturday morning doing.
Iowa.
I'm just going through. I always go through like the subreddits.
Yeah, college.
Yeah.
Seeing Reddit's got to be a place for just the
That's
worst
what Ben
takes.
does. Ben loves to be on Reddit during
Oh,
football.
people lose their minds.
It's like Twitter. They'd lose their minds on Twitter too.
If Reddit's even worse.
Oh, I know what Reddit is worse
because there's all anonymous. It's all anonymous basically.
Anonymous.
Yeah, in an even bigger way than Twitter is.
And
Twitter's a little bit of half and half. It feels like.
And you're going into a place where it's all that's all that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
So like Ben will go into like r/Ravens or whatever.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
can go
all
to
they're talking about.
r/NFL, and then there's the entire NFL fan base game thread, and then there's just the Ravens. And when you hop into the individual pockets,
oh, he loves to do
that's
that.
where you see the meltdowns at.
Yes.
Meltdowns. Yeah.
It's true. You should get on Reddit just for that, Jeff.
I don't know. Twitter's enough for me. But so that was nice. A nice way to spend my Saturday morning. Live vicariously through other teams losing, which is nice. And then, Harrison, we're going to the Iowa game, right? Not together, but we're both will be there.
Yeah.
And prior to Friday, I was like, after they beat Wisconsin, I'm like, I don't know about this game. It's going to be tough. And then, but that's just like, look at college football in general this year. Like,
it's been crazy.
There wasn't a lot of, there were only like 2 ranked versus ranked team games yesterday.
Yeah.
But, 2 weeks ago, Iowa State undefeated. Now they're basically out. The 2 losses, Georgia with 2 losses, Bama with 2 losses. I mean,
Indiana still undefeated.
Yes.
The game I watched the most was Indiana, Michigan.
So that was the one I had to keep on my radar.
Yeah, that's the one that even like we started watching like a show on Netflix, Ink Master, and I had the Michigan game on my phone, just kind of off to the side, just because I'm like, I don't know, I'm fascinated with the Indiana story. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty crazy.
10-0, and they play like Purdue next week, and then they play Ohio State, and that's what they got left.
And then like, there's a real chance they go undefeated. That'd be so fun.
That would be really cool.
I would love to see Indiana beat Ohio State, go undefeated.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'd be.
What a story.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's teams are so up and down. Like you just take Iowa, for example, they just rout Wisconsin. And then the next week they just,
it's funny because the evolution of you this past week, because you're going to the Iowa game in memory of your brother, because he always went with his friend. And so you're kind of don't want to go, but you're going to go. And the evolution just over the last couple days of what you were planning on wearing to the game and how that's changed. Earlier, before Iowa lost, it was like, okay, I'm just going to wear all black. I'm not going to wear any
about
red.
Wearing bear stuff.
I'm just going to blend in. And then yesterday, you're just like, I bet Ben and I could get on TV.
Yeah, we might be able to, right? They
we'll be the dot of red.
Yes.
So now you're swung back over where it's okay to wear red now because we're kind of getting on more equal footing. And
we might get some TV time because, like I just watching like that Michigan Indiana game. How many shots did they go to the crowd?
Oh, they're gonna be
like
3 Michigan fans and just a slew of Indiana fans, and that's Ben and I will be sitting at the 50-yard line, surrounded by all Iowa fans. Where you'll be up with the Husker section, right?
Yeah, I'll be blended in.
Yeah, you'll be blended. We won't be. So we were prime targets.
But you were talking about wearing all black.
I was talking about it. So, but I've kind of swung around now.
That's
now
what I'm saying.
I still have 3 weeks to decide. It might be.
Well, and we do have this one famous super warm Husker coat that's reversible. So it's black on one side, red on the other. So it could literally be a game time decision.
And I could just cover up the red end.
Yeah, there's a big Husker
Like a
logo on the
black
back
patch.
too. But
And then if we start winning, I'll just take it off, reverse it, and put the red
the
coat
all
on.
red.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah,
It's a comfy coat. It's my favorite winter coat. It's very comfortable.
It'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to keep our conversation going today on this book. I listened to about an hour of it. So I managed to squeeze in, which is that's more than I've listened to of a book in probably the last year.
Just the growth that's happened in the last week.
I did. I've had a lot of growth as far as trying new fruits.
I thought we were going to talk about that.
We will. I've had a couple new fruits this week. One that was recommended by a listener, and had a lot of different vegetables. So I have a list of everything that I ate for new fruits and vegetables for the week. So we'll get into that here at the next segment. But one thing I think is a kind of a fun subject.
As we were talking about on the way here.
Yeah, and it started off because Bruce, one of our listeners
and members,
posted about, because there's a radio station in Lincoln that as of November 1st, it switches to all Christmas music.
It's all Christmas music? I thought it was just blended in.
Nope. 100% Christmas music.
Not. I thought it was still a blend.
No, it is 100% Christmas music. So he had posted on Facebook about how he just,
this
is ridiculous. And I was calling him Scrooge and like, come on. So, all this week, I'll turn it on there.
Oh my gosh. No.
And like, I was driving and Frosty the Snowman was on.
Yeah.
And how could that just not bring a smile to your face? I mean, come on. Like I was singing along, or like Jingle Bell Rock. I like the old Christmas songs, not like Mariah Carey Christmas cookies.
Oh,
not like
Christmas
that
cookies
or whatever.
Is a country song.
Well, no, I mean like the classic Christmas music.
George
Strait. Yeah.
George Strait was who sings that.
Okay. So is it too early for Christmas
What's
music?
Your take, Harrison?
If you were
the tiebreaker in the room.
Yeah, that's fine, Jeff. You can play. That's a criminal take to be that. I never get upset about that.
You don't get upset about, you don't think it's too soon for Christmas music starting November 1st?
I'm not forced to listen to it, though. I'm not going to be yelling at people who do enjoy it.
I know, but I feel like if that is the radio station that you listen to for music primarily, and you are being forced to, or you have to change the channel.
No, because they could change it to the ticket.
Well, that's what I have done. And I always have the ticket on anyway, but like, I really do.
DP's like, oh, what? You don't listen?
Honestly, I don't listen to the radio in my car that much anyway. I usually am listening to a podcast or something. So 95% of the time, my phone is connected to my car. And then I do listen, but I have changed, like the ticket is the default right now because I don't want to accidentally be forced to listen to Christmas music.
Accidentally. No, the station that does play Christmas music is a good station for music. Like they play really good.
I did not know
80s,
that it was
90s,
switched
like really
to all.
good mix.
Like you're 100% sure it's switched to 100% Christmas music, Jeff? Like every time?
I'm positive. Every time I've turned it on.
I thought it just started adding it in.
No, it's 100%.
I'm kind of anti-Christmas music.
And if it were up to me, I'd have our Christmas tree up already.
I'm not anti-decorating for Christmas. People can do that whenever they want. It cracks me up. The amount of people because I walk a lot, and so the amount of Christmas trees that I saw up in people's houses even before Thanksgiving it's an interesting take, but sure. I love when Christmas lights go up on houses. I'm not mad when people are still having their Christmas lights on in January. Like there's nothing you do that.
Well,
I would love to have a Christmas tree right now, but we get real Christmas trees. So we have to wait.
Coach Bush says he'll go walk up to the house and knock on their door and thank them.
Yeah, I thought
for having their Christmas lights on.
Christmas lights after Christmas.
Or whenever. So
I thought so.
But no, it's
the thing is with Christmas music. One of my very first jobs was working at Hy-Vee, and I think that it's just once that switch is flipped and you are forced to listen to it all the time at your job, I think it kind of ruined me. Now, I can't really say that very much longer, I feel like, because that was decades ago. I worked there, so I probably can't blame that anymore.
28 years ago.
But I do remember it being just annoying that I had to be forced to listen to the same probably 20 Christmas songs on repeat.
I guess when I listen to music radio though, I hear the same 15, 20
You do.
songs.
That is true.
You hear what's like popular and stuff.
And then what's been popular forever.
Yeah.
Like when I go back home, I swear they have not swapped
Changed
out
the
a single
rotation.
song.
Right.
It's all just the same stuff I remember hearing.
That
from,
is true.
So like that's always my whole thing is like you hear all the same stuff anyways. Now it's just Christmas theme.
I know. I don't know. I just something about Christmas music. I don't like it too soon. I like it like maybe the week before Christmas is when I like it.
That's way too late.
I know that's too late. But yeah, I wonder what everyone else thinks.
Well, Crowbait texted and said Jason Kelsey used to listen to Christmas music while he lifted weights
like all the
for
time.
the Eagles.
That's weird.
Get you in good mood. I mean,
I think that's weird.
How could you be in a bad mood listening to Frosty the Snowman?
I'm very picky about the Christmas music I like to listen to. I do like the traditional Christmas music, like what you're talking about. I do like those.
Rudolph.
Yep. So last year we brought a bunch of your mom's records home and a record player, and I enjoyed listening to the Christmas records. I enjoyed that.
I just remember listening to Kenny Rogers.
No, we listened to Christmas music on that record player, like right before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So I did enjoy that, but I just think it's too soon, and it's all about the reason they play it on there is because
here's her real reason.
Right.
I'm waiting for it.
I know. The conspiracy theory about the reason why they play Christmas music so soon is because it's consumerism. That's all it is. They want you to start like panicking and being like, oh, I got to start buying everything for Christmas. It's all connected to consumerism, I think.
I mean, they probably just make a lot more money when I play Christmas music.
Really, though? I don't know. Especially in this world when you can listen to whatever you want all the time.
I think most rooms, though, you're going to be outnumbered.
I mean, I think that's true.
So I think more people are just going to be, oh, they got Christmas music.
But then you have to listen to all the Christmas music. There's some weird Christmas songs out there.
Well, you get to the bottom of the pile sometimes. You got to shuffle it.
I know. So I think it's too soon. I think November 1st is too soon for Christmas music. December is fine. Like, I'm not going to be annoyed if I hear Christmas music in December, but I'm never going to be seeking it out until like right before Christmas. Like, we have a couple workout CDs that have Christmas music on it, and like I'll accidentally, because we have like a USB drive that our music is stored on at the gym, and so you scroll through it, and I'll accidentally like scroll, and it'll hit that one, and it starts with like bells, and I'm like, absolutely not. And I'll be absolutely not even until the week before Christmas.
Yeah, we're not going to listen to Christmas workout music in November. That's kind of, I don't even really like listening to Christmas music working out.
No, I don't either.
That was just kind of it's fun. Like Christmas Eve, I'll play it. You know, that's about it.
Nope. Like I said, I listen to music, but I listen to music that I choose to listen to. So I don't listen to the radio.
And you can still choose to listen to it on the radio. You don't have to listen to. But I'm just saying, if Frosty comes on, I'm not turning the channel. And I will, as I'm scrolling through, I'll stop on there and see what Christmas music's playing.
Well, we turned it there briefly, and it was a stupid Christmas song.
And what did I do? Right? Turned it right off.
I know. So
we would have been listening to the ticket, but it was a game on. There's an NFL
Germany game, a real great one.
Yes.
Oh, it's just fantastic.
Panthers and Giants.
We could have.
You're welcome, Germany.
We got a few minutes here. Harrison, are you our last football talk?
Bruce just messaged me too. He's listening. He said he worked in grocery stores for years too, and he thinks he's burnt out on it. But he also admits that we are outnumbered. Him and I. We are both
It's a tough take.
I don't think
you sound like someone who hates Christmas, trying to convince everybody that you don't
Christmas
actually hate
so
Christmas.
Much. I love Christmas so much. There's a lot that I don't like about Christmas that's annoying to me, but I love Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas. I love Christmas lights. I'm just unfortunately was married to someone who won't go out and put Christmas lights on our house. So I've never
Christmas
really
lights.
had, when someone permanently installed them. Oh, and then the one year we put Christmas lights on our house here in Lincoln.
I've got up there on the roof.
I put Jeff in charge, and we have a very basic ranch house that's not very far at all. So he strung the Christmas lights up all along the front of the house.
Yep.
And then I came home that night, or maybe came back to like that morning, the next morning left, and the Christmas lights were on. And it's the Christmas lights all the way across the front of our house. and then a little bit up the side, and then literally a pile of Christmas lights on the roof. That's what our Christmas lights look like.
It was amazing.
Why'd you just throw the rest of the pile?
And like
What's the mindset?
like nobody would notice because we literally just there's the
It's
pile.
probably
of
because it was like you put them up during the day, and then you don't think like, oh wow, this is really bright.
So I'm still confused. Why'd you just leave the pile?
Because he didn't want to do it anymore.
I don't
He was just
remember
like,
what-
good enough.
Well, it wasn't going to go all the way up the house.
You still could have gone. I don't know. If it would have been me, I would have just doubled it back along the front.
I'm not a big heights person. It was kind of scary up there. Yeah, really.
Our house is not that tall at all.
It doesn't matter.
Is it steep?
No, it's not.
I was up there on the roof doing it. And now there's.
I have it on. I'll show you during break. I'll show you during break, Harrison. It's pretty funny.
You have a picture of that?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
I'll post it on our Instagram, Fitness Fanatics
Now,
Radio.
Pete Ferguson he won't be here on his show today. He's out traveling somewhere. He texted in and said, I listened to the Die Hard soundtrack, a real Christmas soundtrack I can get behind.
I've never seen that movie. I know there's a lot of controversy about if it's a Christmas movie.
Because it was happened on Christmas.
Yeah.
Or something. Or it was released. I don't know.
No, I think Christmas is in it.
No, I've never
But
really
it's not.
I've never really seen it either.
I know, sorry, Pete.
I've seen a couple clips of him in an air duct smoking, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen. And he also said, I'm with Jeff. The lights on the house belongs in two places, the porch and in front of the driveway.
Where else would it be? Like around the whole house? I wasn't expecting you to put it around the whole house, but I also wasn't expecting there to just be a pile of Christmas lights
I don't
on the
remember
roof.
that.
Oh, well, I have a video of it. So
you have a video?
Well, it's just like I Snapchatted it coming home to seeing that.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, look at that.
Just before we get to break.
So that's what I'm saying. I love Christmas. I'm not anti-Christmas.
Okay.
I'm just anti-Christmas music.
Well, before we get to break, I wanted to let Pete know, who's listening, that he can blame Nicole
No.
for Dak Prescott being
we
out
talked about this
for the season, because remember last week she was talking about delicate flowers and
not about flowers,
the Cowboys
teacups.
quarterbacks are teacups. And then what
They're
happened?
fragile.
The first game after she says that, he's injured and now he's out for the
That's
year.
not my fault. That is just to my point that they are fragile. And I wasn't talking about Dak Prescott. I was comparing Jordan Love to Troy Aikman. I was worrying that Jordan Love was going to turn into Troy Aikman because he seems a little fragile.
If he turned into 3 Super Bowls, I'm sure you'd be very happy with that.
It's not that. Yeah, but I don't know. So that it's not my fault, but I'm also not wrong. They do have fragile quarterbacks.
Now we know next Sunday is Packers Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully the Bears can get a win today against the lowly Patriots to get to 5-4. And if not, there better be some changes happening.
Yeah, who's gone first, Eberflus or McCarthy?
Better be Eberflus.
I don't know.
I know you like him so much.
No,
but...
he's cooked.
Oh no,
that Cardinals game was. Jeff, I couldn't stand to watch that. They're averaging 9.5 yards per carry at one point. That's demoralizing.
I think one of the best games of the day has to be Pittsburgh at Washington.
That's what I was looking at.
Right,
Pittsburgh and Washington.
Outside of that, it's the little.
There was one other game.
Eagles Cowboys you thought might be good, but no, it's not good anymore.
No.
And then also Denver and the Chiefs might be interesting. Denver usually plays them pretty well.
There's one that was Jets Cardinals is actually intriguing. That's the one that
because it's intriguing, but it's not one you're going to be like, oh, this is must see television, right? Like Pittsburgh and Washington is like. That's the game I want to have on. I mean, I'll have the Bears on, but I'll have that on also.
Must-watch television, though.
Yeah, it's kind of.
If I had to pick one, it'd be Jets Cardinals, just because Cardinals have been playing a lot better recently. The run game is getting better and better, as we saw firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyler Murray at home is just a different animal. And I think, it's in Arizona. And then the Jets are. I mean, it's do or die for them. So every game with them is just gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah,
Devontae Adams makes that team. I think it moves the needle a little bit more than people realize.
Well, if the Bears lose today, is it the tankathon on now?
I'm no. We gotta stop.
I mean, if you're thinking that and it's this late into the season, that's pretty good.
Yes,
that's
progress.
I know, but like having
that's
winning
progress.
Usually it's September.
I think at some point you need to worry about what your culture looks like and not underestimate it, because when you got a losing culture, it is, as we see here at Nebraska, turning that switch isn't just getting good players and good coaches. Like I don't know what it is, but there has to be like a culture shift somehow.
Well, I think that the Hail Mary beat them twice.
It did. It absolutely did.
They were just kind of because the Stevenson, he didn't start, and
then he had to start, even though the rookie was playing phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm blaming what's his name? I'm blanking on him, but he played a really good game. It's kind of a bummer that arguably we could have left Stevenson off because the rookie was playing pretty well. He was getting targeted too, and he was doing really good. I think he was the one that forced that fumble as well.
Yeah, and then gosh, their offense still just clunking along and just kind of doesn't make any sense. But
they never hurry up. I don't understand.
That's kind of when they play better, when they're going fast.
The only time. Like, it's always the fourth quarter when they need to just put a drive together, and Caleb has to go hurry up. Then all of a sudden you see it open up.
Yeah, it's just kind of like Nebraska's offense. Just doesn't look. It's just kind of, you're just kind of like, blah.
And a lot of the sets too.
I know.
Like, I couldn't tell you what those scatter sets are when we have those like bunch left, bunch right.
Yeah.
If you ever look at the blocking off of there, they're usually not very good. Like, it's not to the strengths of our wide receivers, and then the routes off of it. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Shane Waldron. The offense just does not look good. It never looks good until it's just an audible offense where you got Caleb Williams calling the shots with 2 minutes to go.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to go to break. We're going to get into nutrition coming up here when we come back. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. Limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. See a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and brief with the high around 59. Tonight, showers likely with the low around 42. And tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, then mainly sunny skies in the afternoon with the high around 55. Meteorologist Kyle Bucket from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. All right, so we're going to get more into this book. If you were with us last week, Nicole's been reading a book. I started to listen to it. It's called Nutrivore, just about eating for nutrients instead of carbs, proteins, fats,
Which
stuff
is
like
really
that.
funny that it's like a book because, I mean, I think we all know, obviously, there's nothing that, but also I've been immersed in that. Like, I'm just interested in that stuff. So I already know a lot of the stuff that's in the book. So I think a lot of people maybe don't understand the connection between like the food that you eat and how it actually like helps your body. I don't know.
Or
Hurts it. Right. Yeah.
Yes, with the statistics of how many Americans suffer from type 2 diabetes and just stuff from basically what we're eating.
Right. A lot of it's
So
lifestyle.
Before we get into that, so last week I had a couple things I wanted to do.
Last week we kind of dumped on you a little bit, but with love.
And you know, instead of holding a grudge and getting upset about
dig it
it
in your heels. You did
Yeah, I took it to heart. And so I made a few changes this week. I wanted to go out on a limb. Well, the first thing I did was I said last week I would get my colonoscopy scheduled, which I did. Not till it's at the end of December, right before Christmas. So I got
December
that
23rd. It's on the books.
I got that done.
Good job.
Yes. So that is done. So that's exciting, I guess, for everybody who wanted me to get it done.
Well, it's not exciting, but it's just something that you need to do. And you're overdue. You're supposed to do it a year and a half ago.
I know I was.
Yeah.
But so now it's done.
I know. Good job.
I scheduled it on Friday. So I did wait till the last possible minute. About 3:30, I called and got it scheduled, but I got it done.
We had a busy week with the dog and all that. There was a lot.
It was a busy week.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to expand my horizons and eat more fruits and vegetables. So I was keeping track of everything that I ate
everything I ate
last week.
Yeah.
Not really the servings, but so I made a list this morning. So on Sunday when I got home, first thing I had was a yogurt with wild blueberries in the yogurt. I don't think I've ever eaten a blueberry before. So that was one.
He's definitely never eaten a blueberry. These were frozen.
Yep.
We talked about this last week, but have you had wild blueberries compared to regular blueberries, Harrison?
I don't know.
Do you like blueberries?
Yeah.
Yeah. So regular blueberries are kind of bigger. Wild blueberries are really small. And so I like those. They're a lot more manageable to like put in your yogurt because
they're like actual berries too,
yes,
probably.
yeah, they're like little and just a little sweeter. So I actually kind of tend to go towards wild blueberries. I just get them from Trader Joe's in the freezer section. Plus, berries can go bad kind of quickly. So frozen is always a good option. But then you just get more little berries in a bite instead of, So you had those. How was the blueberries?
It was good.
It was fine.
I mean,
Everything he says, it was fine.
Yep,
That's what you'll say.
Good. I had some more oranges.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You had your cutie or two. A couple
I did
cuties.
make you peel them.
Oh, I did have to peel them for
But
you.
I ate 2 of them. It's no big deal. I mean, it's actually
no big deal. I hope so. Talk about oranges.
Right.
I actually enjoyed it. But there's
oranges are
probably a
good.
lot of people out there listening that are like me. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh,
I don't remember the last.
Yeah.
I don't think there's as many people that haven't never had fruits like you, but I think there's a lot of people that can't remember the last time they had a fruit or vegetable. When was the last time you had a fruit, Harrison? You've had a
couple
lot
days ago.
but okay. So you have fruit every week, you would think?
Yeah,
okay?
certainly every week.
Okay. Well, that's good. I think that's probably above average.
Which is crazy.
I know. But
It
if you
is.
don't make a
But
conscious
I like
effort.
bananas, so it makes it a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
And as you're listening, so we did have a suggestion on our Instagram that Chris
Fitness Fanatics Radio.
Yes, Chris Whitney wanted me to try pomegranate, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I had a few bites of pomegranate.
He tried to pull the old trick that you did with cottage cheese where
I was just gonna eat one.
He's gonna eat one. Have you ever had pomegranate?
That is one that I'm
it's
not a fan of.
You're not a fan.
No.
Like you've tried it and you don't like pomegranate.
I'm trying to. I just don't. I feel like I've had just straight up pomegranate before, but
they're so good.
Like pomegranate juice and all that. It's usually
Yeah.
not good.
So Nicole had
Pomegranate seeds. They're really good. I love them, but if you've never had a pomegranate seed before, they're like juicy, but then there's also like a seed in the middle. So it is kind of confusing. Like the texture is confusing in your mouth. Like you're just like, this feels like juice,
crunchy
but I'm
too.
chewing it at the same time.
Crunchy.
It's kind of hard to explain, but
Like
I
a
love
raisin
them.
almost.
No, maybe. I don't know. There's just a seed in there. So I love them, but they're kind of expensive if you buy them you can buy them already out of the pomegranate.
with the little seed in it.
No, it sells the seed, but I bought them. They were already de-seeded. You can buy a whole pomegranate, but then you have to like cut it out and you have to like pound on it to get the seeds to come out. It's
like
a
too
lot
much
of work to get pomegranates.
Sometimes I'd rather pay a little bit more money for less work.
Yeah. So you were
Well, I
going
was
to
gonna
just try
say,
one
if anybody-
little arrow.
If
That's what
anybody's
they're called.
listening and wants to text me some suggestions, 402-464-5685, and I will eat that fruit this week or vegetable.
Yep.
And let you know what I think.
Yeah.
So
You
pomegranates
tried
was
pomegranates. You liked it. You
Yep.
ate them.
Yep. And then
So you tried the pomegranates. You said they were good. And then I added, so my favorite way, just for listeners, to eat pomegranates is I actually like to mix them with pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds, like the shelled ones that are already shelled, not the ones with the shell. I like to mix those together. So it's a good little healthy fat fruit. You got a good amount of fiber. That's how I like to eat pomegranates, as a little snack.
and I had a few bites of those.
Yeah. And that helps with the weird texture because it's already crunchy now.
Yeah, I have not had pomegranate looking at it now.
Yeah.
I thought I had. Nope.
Right. Yeah. It's something that I think a lot of people haven't had.
Just flavored pomegranate.
Yeah.
Never an actual pomegranate
flavor things.
Yeah.
It's good. They're full of like antioxidants. So that's what's good about. I think that pomegranates have resveratrol in them, which is an antioxidant, which is good. Healthy.
Yep. And then I eat scrambled eggs a lot. First time I've ever done this.
Nuh-uh. It's the first time.
I added spinach into my scrambled eggs.
That's shocking. to
Literally
me.
the first time.
Even when you've made your omelets, you've never put
Nope.
spinach in it.
Nope. And I did it 3 times this week.
I don't know why.
Every
I don't do
every
that.
time I've made scrambled eggs, I've put a cup of spinach in there right from the start, mix them around,
And it cooks
and
right down.
literally I could tell no difference.
I was gonna say you don't really taste that.
Nope.
Mm-mm. If I were to put it in my eggs, I usually like to saute it down first before I add the egg, but it doesn't matter.
I just,
I know.
dumped it in there, and as I was scraping it
Scrambling
around,
it.
making my scrambled eggs, it was just kind of So I had like 4 scrambled eggs and a cup of spinach.
That's really good.
Like First time I've ever done that. And now it's like, why didn't I do this before? It's like
Spinach
such
is
an easy way to get in
just
there.
throw into stuff. Yeah.
I've had a lot of
job.
strawberries this week.
Yes, these strawberries are good.
Well,
Yeah.
now here's the thing. So if you guys are listeners or you know me, I've done a cottage cheese apple blend in the NutriBullet. So this week with all these different fruits, I've expanded my cottage cheese smoothies.
This is so gross.
It is.
No, it really isn't.
I don't know if you should like market this,
I know.
I'm telling you.
or if you are
listen,
just
you
on
guys.
your own island.
You
It's
have
really
not
no different than like a protein shake if you
Right.
think about it.
right.
It's
What-
But
just a
also,
sell. It's a hell of a sell.
It is. It's weird.
like
It's
there were a
weird.
couple times this week that I had a cup of cottage cheese, an apple, and a cup of strawberries, all blended up.
Mhm.
And it's literally like a protein shake, but
Yeah,
you're not
sounds good.
you're not having
It's a fruit
protein
cottage cheese.
powder. It's the cottage cheese, and you don't even taste the cottage cheese. You're tasting the strawberries, and it's like it's actually something that I
Still
could
just a weird
probably
taste.
just kind of sip on. Like I could probably just
Because it
drink
tastes good.
It tastes good. You don't taste cottage cheese. There's no
Yeah.
curds in there. It's really good. But I've done that. I did that with
But you add water too.
I need to like try it before.
yeah. I had water.
Does it like? Have
also.
you tried it? Does,
No.
She won't even
See,
split. She
like,
makes
that's what-
me. She makes me try
No.
all this stuff.
I like cottage cheese.
You
So like
need to-
I would just eat a bowl of cottage cheese
Eat
with
this-
strawberries
yes,
in it.
she would.
That's why it's not like I'm anti cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese. I had cottage cheese and pomegranates mixed together.
And I did that this morning. I made my cottage.
But I ate it. I
did
didn't drink it
I did my cottage cheese shake
with pomegranate.
with a cup of pomegranates
Which
this morning.
I don't want you to do that anymore because pomegranates are too expensive for you to
So
just be
drink it.
blending up when I
I'm not
can eat them
enjoying
and
them.
actually enjoy them. Yes.
Well, I
So
just did it so I
strawber-
could get another serving.
I know it's fine, but let's just pick a cheaper fruit, you know.
Yeah. So
And the
let's-
other thing that because I like to take, like I did this a couple times this week. I have the chocolate Fairlife shakes that are 30 grams of protein, and I blended that. Well, normally I would just drink it, but I blended it with the strawberries. And I had posted this on our 10-weeker page, and you had even said something to me about it because I think I made this for you, or I did something where you're blending them up anyway. So when I put my strawberries in like the NutriBullet to blend up, I don't cut the tops off. You're blending them anyway. And I added spinach too. So it's like you don't have to cut the tops off of your strawberries if you're going to blend them into a smoothie. And
see your
a
smoothie.
couple people were like,
Fairlife.
wow, I've never even thought about that way. I'm never going to do it again because that's like dishes you have to do.
Yeah, cut them up.
Yeah, a cutting board and a knife where you could just throw a couple strawberries in there. You're eating it. Some people eat the green parts of strawberries.
Oh,
I don't.
Well, I
but-
really enjoyed the cottage cheese and strawberry
okay.
smoothie.
So we'll keep the strawberries.
It's so good.
Nicole, you need to
Yeah.
just try it and report.
I will.
Yes, she
I'll
needs
try
to.
it.
It's
I
not-
will. Jeff's trying all this
'Cause
stuff.
if you're
I'm
having
gonna
a-
tell you, it's probably tastes fine. It's just
Yes, you
weird.
guys.
And
It
I
tastes
like
great.
to eat cottage cheese.
Well, sometimes I don't have time to sit down.
And also, if you saw Jeff consume this, it's like he's in a cottage cheese drinking competition. And he'll drink it in one, like he's chugging a beer. He drinks
Boom.
it all in one.
Shotgunning it.
He does.
That sounds so gross.
Even like I made my protein shake today with the chocolate, like I call it a chocolate covered strawberry shake because I made that this morning. And it took me a while to drink it, and you just slam it.
Boom. Slam it. Get her done. Not messing around. I got to get those fruits in me. Fruits and
I feel
and
like
proteins.
it wouldn't travel well. If it would, I would bring one for you to try, but I don't think it'll travel very
No,
well.
I'm not
you-
gonna.
You know
Yeah,
what we need
it
to
has
do
to be
is
fresh.
just
Bring
we
it
know what
all
we
in.
need. I seem to bring the NutriBullet, the cottage cheese, the strawberries, and a cup of water, and just blend this up right on
could.
the show,
You
Live
could.
cooking
and let
show.
Harrison try it. You know what? We might have to do that next week. And maybe I can get Lance and Kristen to try it also.
Yep, our guest for next week.
I think I'm gonna.
It could
do
be
that.
entertaining. Like everyone could
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a
realize,
little.
like if you're just that insane, or you're on to something.
I'm gonna get a little cooler. Keep
Yeah,
it
we could do that.
cold. That's what we're gonna do. So next week we're gonna. People have been mocking me for years about this, but it could be a new
If
trend.
you don't like cottage cheese, then I guess cottage
Yeah.
cheese is a pretty cheap protein source.
It is. It's like $4 at Sam's for
Right.
like a
big
week's
tub.
worth.
Yeah.
A lot of people do not like cottage cheese.
I know.
Yeah, see, so
And that's why he
Right.
started blending it up, because he tried one curd and thought he liked cottage cheese, and then he tried to eat an actual spoonful.
but it's so good
and didn't
for
like
you.
it.
Like I feel so healthy
It's
when
a good
I'm
source of protein.
when I'm having. And if you tell people like, yeah, I had a cup of cottage cheese and a cup of strawberries and an apple, it'd be like, wow, that's so nutritious. But then when I say I drank it,
I
that's
blended
disgusting.
it up with water and
Well,
slammed it like a college student drinking a beer.
But I'm getting everything that it has. It's getting in me. So let's keep going. Here
Yeah.
we got a few more.
Yeah.
So we had a little beef stew with celery
Mm-hmm.
and carrots, potatoes, and beef.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I also
onions,
had
I think, were in there too.
onions.
We can count onions.
And then I had green beans for lunch.
Yep, you had green beans for
We
lunch
had
one day.
made a little chicken with some gravy and a potato, like a baked potato, with a serving of green beans.
Good
So
job.
look at all that I had.
You see how proud he looks of himself for eating green
and
beans?
Here is I don't know if this is the annoying thing or not, but I had 6 great days of working out. I mean, I worked hard in class. I went Monday through Friday. I did not eat one bad calorie. This was like, I mean, I focused on.
We don't count calories bad, but I know what you mean.
Like a bad calorie, like I'm
Right.
drinking a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That or
I know
eating
what you mean.
cookies or
I know.
like Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So come Saturday, I felt really good.
Shocking.
Just feel better.
Weird. And we're in a fit challenge where we have to weigh ourselves every week, just as an awareness. And you've lost like a stupid amount of weight this week too, which is annoying.
Just focusing on, not really. I wasn't really keeping track. I mean, I did like for a day just because I wanted to see where I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I felt really good.
Is that all the vegetables and fruits?
That's all. But I had them like multiple times.
I
Like
know.
I had strawberries like 3 or 4 days.
I think that
spinach
I
3 or
can't
4
remember.
days.
I feel like there was something. I thought I made something and I put some tomatoes in there, but maybe only I ate that. I'm not sure.
You've been cooking meals without tomatoes this whole.
No, but just for Jeff, like.
Oh,
you know.
there was another one.
Okay.
I had some peppers.
Oh yeah, you had peppers in your little chicken bowl.
Yep. Made a
Mhm.
little. Usually I have a little taco bowl with chicken, some queso, and then I had some tortilla chips this time, which are better than the Doritos that I normally have.
I mean, they're not. They're probably similar.
Oh, there's probably more. If you look at the
There's
ingredients,
probably more calories. Yeah.
and more stuff.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
in there that you can't pronounce. That
okay.
why is this even in there?
Because it's flavor. But yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. So I cut up on my own. I just went and got 2 peppers, one yellow or one orange, one yellow, or is it red? Orange,
I don't know. There's all 3.
Cut them up, threw them in there. Didn't really. I mean, it was a little bit. That adds a little flavor.
Yeah, a good flavor.
But so hopefully you're not bored listening to this. You're like getting some good suggestions. But just adding a few fruits and vegetables.
You're growing. And we're all here for it.
And even this morning we were talking about, because we're going to get into like some nutrivore food groups.
Mhm.
And you said mushrooms was one of them.
Which Jeff is a huge anti-mushroom person. And he even said, that might have to be the next thing I try to incorporate.
Not that I would just eat them just with a fork, but
I'm with you on the mushrooms.
in my food but they're one of those things that they're so good for you.
They are very healthy.
It's
Nutrition one of the best sources of vitamin D, and we are almost all vitamin D deficient right now.
I do feel like I missed out on what's it called, morels.
Mhm.
What's the
Morels?
Morels.
Morel, yeah.
I must be missing out on that because people lose their minds over those.
Yeah. But I think you could prepare any mushrooms the way you prepare those, and they.
Why are those so lucrative then?
Because they're just not available very often. You have to actually go hunt them. Like they're not really commercially grown. So you really kind of have to go, and it's a short season, and people are very territorial about where they hunt for their mushrooms, and they're very expensive.
Have you ever
buy
listened
them.
to the intro to Bill's Thrills?
He talks about
mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
All right, let's go to break.
All right,
on
we'll be
that.
right back. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. See a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and brief with the high around 59. Tonight, showers likely with the low around 42. And tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, then mainly sunny skies in the afternoon with the high around 55. $8 is Kyle Bucket from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. I'm still kind of basking in the glow of all my fruits and vegetables I've eaten in the last 5 days.
Yeah, we'll still talk about that here real quick.
So yeah, set
okay.
the table for what's going to come up here in hour number 2. Like, what are we going to cover?
No, I said we're going to still talk about it. Literally, you were not listening. I said we're going to still talk about that.
Oh,
Did you
that's
listen
right.
to the words coming out?
Nope, didn't listen apparently.
We'll talk about that next. We're going to talk about more of the Nutrivore stuff, but I still want to talk to you about your vegetable and fruit journey.
Okay. What, you had questions for me?
Well, just like how much more difficult was planning and preparing your meals by adding these fruits and vegetables?
It was not any more difficult.
Right.
Like literally it took zero extra. The only extra time that it took, well, I mean, when I'm blending them up, I just dump them in the NutriBullet,
but if someone is trying to add more fruits and vegetables to their diet, they don't have to blend up cottage cheese.
Nope.
They can blend up like a protein shake or even just a veggie
or even
fruit
just
smoothie.
Or yeah, just like throw some ice in there.
Yeah. So that there's nothing wrong with blending up fruits and vegetables if to add a serving of fruits and vegetables to your day. So yeah, you just changed up the fruit. The cutting of the peppers was about it.
That was it. And then, I mean, yeah, I just, for the spinach and my eggs, and people probably had this all the time. This is just kind of
I'm really surprised.
A new development.
I thought
for me.
you had done that before.
Nope.
I believe you, but I thought you had.
And now it's like, if I'm going to have scrambled eggs, why wouldn't I just throw spinach in there to get some spinach?
Right.
Like now it's just kind of a, you know, you think as 11 years as a gym owner, I would have done this stuff before, but.
Or just having seen me posting about like every 10-week session, I'm posting on our 10-week pages about the foods that I eat. I guarantee you I've posted that I've made eggs with spinach in it before. Like you were never just like, we don't eat a lot of meals together. We don't eat very many meals together. So even like our breakfast, we're usually at home during different times. So you don't, it's not like you see me making food, but that one is surprising to me.
No, I never have done it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, why haven't I done this? I eat eggs 4 or 5 days a week. I have scrambled eggs.
Yeah. And there's nothing that you ate that you couldn't finish eating or you didn't like, right? You liked everything.
Yeah. The blueberry was a little dicey there.
Well, that's because
that's a texture thing.
But
I think.
that's because yogurt. You admitted that yogurt can make you feel that way though too.
A little bit.
I get that way with yogurt too if I take too big of bites.
Yeah.
So I think you were just trying to get it down, and you're taking too big of bites.
Yeah, I was.
So, okay, so maybe, but wild blueberries are really healthy. You should probably start putting some in.
And
there.
I think like kind of when we go through this book and as I've listened to it, more of like, because we kind of get into, we're about like losing fat, building muscle, losing weight, body fat percentage. That's all great too, but because I can lose a bunch of weight and build muscle.
You can log your calories
and not eat any fruits and vegetables.
Right. Yes.
But kind of what I'm learning as we go through this is like how important they are for your organs.
Yeah.
And internally, not just the number on the scale, but how much better you'll feel, and like all the statistics that she's gone through about.
This is when I tell Jeff that slow learning is still learning.
Well, the antioxidants are really big on preventing cancer, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
A lot that's found in fruits. I don't know. Because they're in the
berries. Berries are very high in antioxidants.
Is that the best place to get them?
Yep, they are. And so we'll talk about that in the next segment about eating the rainbow and how each color of the rainbow of fruits and vegetables have different benefits to your health. And so it is important to get a really wide variety. So like, one day you might put strawberries in your smoothie and then maybe the next day put some wild blueberries in there too.
Well, I could do that.
Right. Just to get a better variety of fruits and vegetables too. So you kind of want to eat the rainbow.
And then who knows, maybe after a while I'll start eating this stuff. But for now,
instead of blending it up.
I'm just drinking
but you only did that for one meal a day. It's not like
just
you
one
were. It's
time.
not like every fruit or vegetable you ate this week you blended up and drank. You actually did a really good job of incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your meals.
Yeah, like I'm not going to put green beans in a smoothie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you have
put
done
cottage
that
cheese
before.
in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything's on the table.
And I'm telling you, we're planning this next week. I'm bringing this in, and we're going to have Lance and Kristen try some. And I don't care if they don't want to try it; they're going to try it because it's good stuff.
You don't like bananas, right?
I'm allergic.
Oh,
I know.
That's tough in the smoothie game.
It is.
Bananas make all
and
those
like
things so
it
much
is
better.
because I really like the naked drinks.
Yeah.
Like so, I also had my favorite. Well, there's only one. Well, there's actually two naked drinks that do not have bananas.
Yeah, because it's just a good filler for
right. So one is
type things.
One is the Power C machine, which I had 2 of those this week. So that's more fruits.
Mhm.
And then the other one, which I cannot find anymore, is called Kale Blazer.
Oh yeah.
So
it's a veggie one.
It's a green.
Yeah.
All vegetable one, but
that's one. If you're going to incorporate those, though, you do need to kind of be logging your food and putting it in because it's
a lot
high
of carbs.
in sugar.
Yeah.
It's high in carbs and sugar because it is like fruit juice, which is not how you should get the majority of your fruits and vegetables. But it's a good for you, especially. It's kind of like a supplement for you, like you're supplementing.
Right, like
I
had one bottle with my 4 eggs and real spinach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was just like a lot of fruit, good protein, and a serving of.
It was basically
vegetables.
your carbs.
Yeah.
With your meal.
Yep.
So
yep.
I wouldn't recommend everyone just go out and start drinking those drinks because they are
They do.
pretty high in sugar.
You got a lot of sugar. You can usually tell with smoothies.
Yeah.
By how good they are.
Right.
If it's that good, it's probably got some.
But there's nothing wrong with having
isn't it just like the natural sugar?
It is.
From the
It is
fruit?
the natural sugar, but it's just when you look at so we'll talk about this and we'll go to break. But I always think when I don't drink those because when I look at the side label and it'll be like contains whatever, the stuff that it contains, like you would never sit down and eat all of those fruits and vegetables in one sitting, but because it's been processed down, you can drink it and you're not getting the fiber in the fruits and vegetables that would slow down kind of that blood sugar response. But again, you're eating it with protein and fat.
Yeah.
And so that's where you still get that benefit. I just wouldn't recommend that people just drink it by itself.
Well, and
it's like this amount of sugar as a soda when you do it that way.
And if you're like logging your food, like one
log it.
one container of like the Power C is like 55 grams of carbs. So it's like 25% or 30% of my carbs I get for the whole day.
Yeah. So you got to read the labels.
Yeah.
But you have done that before. So you knew that you could fit that into your day.
And sometimes it's harder for me to get more carbohydrates than protein. Just because, I mean, for protein, I could have 6-7 ounces of chicken. Get a lot of protein, but, trying to find what carbs. So that's kind of a good way for me to boost up my carbs. And it's, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like adding cane sugar in there.
Yeah.
Like I'm just putting a cup of sugar, mixing it around and drinking it.
Right.
It's all
like
sugar.
I like raw fruits and vegetables. So where I would eat a serving of fruit with it instead of drinking it, but baby steps for you.
It's going well.
Yes.
All right. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Top of hour 2 coming up here on the Fitness Fanatics 93.7 The Ticket.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street. Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. Proline models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a Proline unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree option. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street. Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the Proline family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. Proline models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a Proline unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. We are in hour 2. Hour 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, please give Sean Erickson a call at 402-483-6515. modern woodmen of America's, touching lives, securing futures. So big shout out to them. We appreciate their support of the Fitness Fanatics. I wish I would see Sean a little more. Haven't seen him in about 6 weeks at the gym. So I'm not sure what he's up to, but I know he's busy, which we're all busy. We're all busy. We all have stuff going on. But you know what? We got to make time to take care of our health. Right?
Yep.
So let's
Because what did we talk about last week? It's a volume knob, not a light switch, right?
Yep.
Volume
knob, not a light switch. So when we go flip I've listened to that
You
section.
did? Okay, good.
Yep. Yep. The light switch is all in
Right.
or all out.
Yes.
And I think that's what we get a lot versus with the knob is gradually going up, gradually going down.
Yep. Yeah.
So versus the all in, all out, because the all ins, and we even see this too with our 10-week challengers. You're all in. You're working out 2 times a day, 3 times a day to try to win a challenge or $1,000 or whatever. But along the way, you might not be learning what you're supposed to learn because now you have the switch on. So you're gung ho for 10 weeks. And then once the 10 weeks are over, you don't stay with us because I'm going to go do it on my own. And then,
or even, I mean, we do have a lot of people that do stay but then they like that very first week, they're like, oh, I'm going to skip. I'm going to take a week off.
That's the switch off.
Right. I'm going to take a week off. And then they just never quite get that momentum back.
Sometimes I almost kind of admire people more in our 10-week challenge that go through struggles.
I think they learn more over the 10 weeks.
Yes. You get sick or your kid gets injured or you're on vacation for 2 weeks or something comes up that we have a lot of nurses that come to Farrell's and like
their shifts will change and they're right in the middle of the session.
Yeah. So go from working out at 4:30 and then now your shift changes. So now you have to work out at 5 a.m. with a different group of people. So you're never going to have a perfect 10 weeks. Heck, you're never going to have a perfect 5 weeks, let alone 10. So it's just kind of navigating through the adversity and again, not being all in or all out, but just kind of making health a priority and doing what you can and
well, and I think that's important if you're trying to get into exercising, like a workout routine. And maybe we see this a lot where people will be like, well, I can't make it Monday or Tuesday, so I'm just going to skip the whole week. I'll start next week, so it's like, if you do have a really busy schedule, because I know a lot of times people say that kind of toxic positivity of like, everyone has the same 24 hours or whatever. Well, that's not true, or if you talk about like, everything that people have on their plate. Well, not everyone's plate is the same. Some people have like
that's true.
fine china plates, and some people are working with a paper plate. And you can only put so much on a paper plate before it like breaks and everything falls to the ground. So sometimes you can say everyone has the same 24 hours, but really that's kind of nuanced. And so it's where maybe you're looking at a week and you're like, okay, I know I can't make it. Like our program's 6 days a week. And you're like, okay, I know I can't make it 6 days a week. So I'm going to make it my goal to make it 3 days this week. Look at your schedule and say which 3 days are going to fit into that week and then stick to that. I think that's the difference between a light switch and a volume knob. Now, in a perfect world, do you want to get the perfect balance of our program and kick cardio 3 days a week, strength training 3 days a week? You're coming 6 days a week, but that doesn't mean that 3 days a week isn't going to help get you, turn up that volume knob towards more consistency. So then when things do get easier, then it'll be a lot easier to just add one more day instead of like continuing to put it off week by week, week after week after week and waiting for that perfect time.
Because everybody listening has all been through that where you're like, okay, I'm going to start Monday. And now we're getting into the point where people, our listeners, maybe people will say, I'm waiting till January. You guys, it's November 10th. There's 2 months until the end of the year. In fact, when we're going to be kind of unveiling our Black Friday sale here, probably next week on the show. where we're going to be doing a discount for our 10-week challenge that starts in January, but we're also going to let everybody start the 1st of December and do all of December for free, because we don't want you to wait till January and go through the norm of gaining 5 to 10 pounds over in December. Okay.
And that's a great time to look at, okay, I know December is going to be a super busy time, which is also part of the reason why we want to give our January people that opportunity to try to start building those habits.
That's
so
right.
yeah, where you're going to start in December, but December, you already know is going to be a busy time. So if you can only make it 3 to 4 times a week in December, it's going to make 6 times a week in January that much easier.
Yep. Because you're already starting, you're delving into nutrition.
Yep.
You know, hopefully we'll be logging our food, just kind of and getting
an
used
awareness.
to it, getting an awareness. So when the 10-week challenge actually starts on January 11th, you've already started to develop those habits instead of putting it off, being on someday aisle.
Yeah.
Someday I'll do this. Someday I'll do that. Someday I'll do this. Someday. And we're all like me. Someday I'm going to get my colonoscopy done.
Yep.
I found that picture, Harrison, that I took of who I needed to call. And I took the picture in March.
That's how far back he had to go into his screenshots. Was March.
Someday I'm going to do it.
Someday.
And that's kind of what.
And before you knew it, 6 months, 9 months has passed or whatever.
I know.
Yeah. So that is just an important little PSA for health and fitness. And of course, we talk about it in the terms of our program, but that is true for anybody. If you're already thinking, okay, I'm going to start in January, there are things that you can start doing now to turn up that volume knob instead of making it a light switch that happens in January. It doesn't have to be barrels. You can start walking more. You can start just doing a simple daily body weight workout where you do 20 squats, 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups every single day.
That's it.
Right. You
can
can
take 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can easily do that. And imagine the progress you're going to see just being able to do that. And once you're going to struggle, you're going to be sore, stick with it. And then maybe 2 weeks later, you're like, okay, I'm not sore anymore from this. So you bump it up to 30 a day. And then so there are things that you can do, even if you're not obviously doing our program. If you're really planning on hitting it hard in January, which
you guys,
if you've been telling yourself that for your whole life, then that's not working. So you have to find something different different ways,
different motivation,
talk to yourself. Yeah.
Because whether we like it or not, at midnight on December 31st, your mind just doesn't magically transform.
No.
And all your habits are just going to magically change overnight. It's just that doesn't happen. Now we like to New Year's resolutions, yada yada
There's nothing
yada.
wrong with New Year's resolutions.
There isn't. But I think when it comes to fitness,
yeah,
it's a big thing.
It is. So you can start now. Start small.
Smart. All right.
Turn up the volume knob.
All right. Let's get into this here.
Okay.
Where do we want to go first?
So we're going to talk about the 12 foundational food families that we were talking about on the way here. And so I'm not a statistics person. And so maybe if someone's listening, they can help me understand this, and maybe I can look it up myself too, because they do put a lot of statistics in this book. But like for me, statistically, it doesn't add up. You know what I mean? So the first thing that talks about, so there's 12 foundational food families, and they're vegetables, like there's subcategories of vegetables, a couple subcategories of fruit, and then legumes, which is like beans, nuts and seeds, and seafood. But then she breaks it down even further. So the first one that she talks about, vegetables, the benefits from eating more vegetables. And then this is the study she's citing. A 2014 meta-analysis showed that just 3 servings of vegetables per day reduced all-cause mortality by 25%, which all-cause mortality is like every way that people die, like all the ways that you die. So if you're eating 3 or more vegetable servings a day, it reduces your risk by 25%. But then like you go into like the fruit one, and there'll be a very similar study. Like at what point does that 25% equal 100%, and why aren't we living 200%. Forever? Right. Like then why aren't we living forever? So I don't understand statistics in that way, but like what I do like about this is someone like you, Jeff, who did not eat any fruits or vegetables. You can read that, and even if those percentages don't resonate with you, you can be like, wow, that's a really like good motivation to add more fruits and vegetables. So I don't know how much I put into those like specific statistics, because I don't know, statistics are kind of weird for me, and they can definitely be like skewed a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's always, you can do selective data. So I think I get what they're saying though.
Yeah, I do
right?
too. Right. Yes. Yeah. But
Just we don't know what the
compared
sample
to-
size of who got pulled and
right. And
exactly
it's
how.
all like when you look at it's in a vacuum. So it's like they're comparing people who don't eat any fruits and vegetables to people who eat 3 a day. And those people have 25% reduction. But then you go into fruit and it's like the same thing, but you're still comparing fruit eating to fruit eating.
Mhm.
So it's not cumulative in that sense, where you can just like live longer exponentially forever if you eat all perfectly fruits and vegetables. But so anyway, but just talking about eating those fruits and vegetables is good to see. So like this says that there's that same or a different study shows that consuming 600 grams of vegetables daily, that's like 5 or 6 servings. I mean, not everybody weighs out their fruits and vegetables, but it reduced cardiovascular disease by 28%, cancer by 12%. So, and then also risks of strokes go down, heart disease, and diabetes go down. So like, even if you don't buy into those numbers, like the reduction of the risk is there. It's like why we wear our seatbelt. Seatbelts not everyone who wears a seatbelt and gets a car accident lives, but it reduces the risk a lot. So if you can add more fruits and vegetables into your diet, and you can reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancers, stroke, like, yeah, why wouldn't you eat more fruits and vegetables? Why haven't you been, Jeff? I'm just kidding.
I'll do it someday.
Someday nope, not
Someday
anymore.
I'll do it.
But so we were talking about how, Harrison, but you eat fruit every week, some fruit, but this says if eating 5 or more fruits or veggies feel intimidating, which that's a lot in one day. That's a lot of
That's
just
a lot.
veggies, of just vegetables.
That's a lot. It's almost every meal.
Right. She says if eating 5 or more servings of vegetables feels intimidating, you're not alone, which we also know what that means.
We're not special.
Right. That does not make you special. In fact, the average vegetable consumption is a mere 1.6 cups equivalent per day. So, like, again, volume knob. You don't have to go from eating 0 vegetables a day to 5 servings a day. If you can just add 2 servings, you're going to that's a huge benefit. But so the 12 food families are under vegetables. There's cruciferous vegetables, which are like cabbages, which you didn't eat any cabbage this week.
Maybe I should get a runza at some point.
You won't like a runza.
Well, there's cabbage in a runza.
There is. I know. I eat cabbage. I ate cabbage this week.
No
I
taste.
love cabbage.
I should probably eat cabbage.
It's the texture. It's a little crunchier than like spinach. Spinach has no texture. I love cabbage. I just buy the coleslaw mix, the shredded cabbage, and I add that to so much stuff. It's really good. Like, it doesn't taste like anything.
I said, you make it and I'll eat it.
I know. I'll add some. We'll add cabbage to the rotation this week.
Okay.
We'll do that because I do make like a little bit of a runza-esque bowl, except I put sauerkraut in mine, which I feel like sauerkraut's probably a little too far for you. Shaking your head.
No, there's some things I won't do.
It's so good. Ground beef and sauerkraut. I had that this week, like in a little
I don't
little
even
tacos.
know if I've ever even eaten sauerkraut.
It's pretty strong.
I think because of the smell is
yeah, you don't
me.
like
It's
pickles. You don't like pickled things. You don't like
green
olives.
olives, black. Yeah,
They're healthy though. It's a good.
I know.
That
Maybe
counts.
I should eat some.
We'll add
try
some
it.
raw, like cooked. I mean, we'll cook it, but we'll add cabbage this week because that's part of that's a cruciferous vegetable that helps decrease your risk of stroke. It's really good for that. It's really good for fiber too. There's a lot of fiber in those. So that's something to look for. And then leafy vegetables, which is what you had with your spinach, any types of leafy vegetables. And then mushrooms, which I know we're going to have to add mushrooms for yours. But that is where you're getting a lot of, like we talked about, your vitamin D. Vitamin D comes from the sun. And mushrooms are one of the biggest vegetables that absorb that vitamin C from the sun.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
Yeah,
Why did I say C?
I don't know.
I know. Good job. That was a pop quiz. I was making sure
No.
you were paying attention.
I was.
That's what I say. It's vitamin D. We're almost all vitamin D deficient, like almost everyone in the whole world, because we're just not outside as much as we used to be. So we are going to add mushrooms to your rotation.
We'll get something this week with mushrooms.
I am 100% confident that I can make something with lean ground beef and just chop the mushrooms up really small. And you probably, actually, I've given you stuff with mushrooms before and you didn't know that it was in there.
Ooh,
so you wouldn't know.
you're so sneaky.
I know.
Like I'm a 5-year-old.
Well, but I have. Because if you cut it up real small, you do not know that they're there. It's just going to just blend right in with the, and then fruit is another one. Citrus fruit and berries, which you had citrus fruit and berries this week. And citrus fruit is something that for you, Jeff, and your worries about strokes and stuff, that actually does help reduce your risk of stroke. So that's a good one for you to continue.
That's like oranges.
Yeah, oranges. Lemon. You can use lemon and stuff. Grapefruits, which I don't know. Grapefruit's probably a big kind of a sell for you, but
maybe I can drink the grapefruit.
Oh my gosh, it's not going to taste good.
I was thinking, can I drink the mushrooms?
No, that'll make it taste
kidding.
earthy. You won't like that.
All right, on we go.
But berries, we're almost done. We're going to go through these really fast. But berries are a good one. We talked about that. The antioxidants that are in berries, they're also really good for. Berries are really high in fiber. They're one of highest, like a serving of raspberries has 8 grams of fiber, which is really high.
Raspberry is something I need to eat.
Have you ever had a raspberry?
Probably not.
They're kind of sour. They're not really a sweet fruit, but we'll do strawberry or raspberries this week for you. So that's actually helps with lowering your cholesterol too. Berries are good for that.
Well, I need that.
I know. Well, maybe you don't have high cholesterol, or were you borderline when you had your blood work done? Okay. But that was before you were eating fruits and vegetables.
I know. And unfortunately, I know that a week's worth isn't going to undo 46 years of not. So
right, you're not done. You're still we're still doing it. Legumes are a big one. Those are beans, lentils, chickpeas. I love beans that are really good to incorporate. It's a good good vegetarian source of protein too. So you can always add that to your proteins. Nuts and seeds, which we did not talk about because you did have a serving of cashews this week, which is good. So nuts and seeds count towards that fruit and veggie count. It's a healthy fat. It's usually they're high in omega-3s, so that's really good. We want to add. There's a good amount of fiber. And they're filling. You just have to watch the serving size. Just 1 ounce. It's like a little bit, just a little tiny handful. And then one thing that we did not incorporate last week that we will this week. What did we talk about in the car on the way here? We didn't have any of it this week. It's not a fruit or vegetable. We didn't add seafood. We didn't have any seafood.
I don't think, because I eat salmon, so I don't think of that as something that I just have never eaten.
I know,
before.
but we don't eat it enough. We should be eating seafood.
We had a lot of chicken.
We did eat a lot of chicken.
Well, we'd probably go to break.
Yeah, we'll go to break. That's all of the food groups.
Crowbait texted in and said, Rise Coffee is 6 different types of mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. There's
not bad tasting either.
Yeah. I think we might have had that before.
We might have had.
Our daughter can get into that sometimes. She can get pulled into the marketing of things.
She buys all these different
we do have a
beef
mushroom
liver
supplement.
Organs,
Yeah.
mushrooms, complex. Yeah, she gets sold a lot.
Don't overcomplicate it.
She's learning. She's learning, but we try it through her. But yeah, let's go to break.
All right, we'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. Limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook, their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bosin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bosin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosin on November 5th. Paid for by Bosin for Legislature.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. See a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and brief with a high around 59. Tonight, showers likely with the low around 42. And tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, then mainly sunny skies in the afternoon. The high around 55. Meteorologist Kyle Bucket from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of health care, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, this is Investigator Joe Villamonte with the Lincoln Police Union, asking you to vote for Carolyn Bosin for legislator. As a prosecutor, Carolyn Bosin has always supported law enforcement to keep our community safe. Carolyn Bosin has the experience we need. Carolyn Bosin is the only choice for legislator to keep our community safe. Join the law enforcement community in voting to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosin on November 5th.
Paid for by Bosin for Legislature.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We're talking all things nutrition here with you guys this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I know something we all want to talk about with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. These are the months where we're supposed to forget everything about nutrition and just eat junk food.
But honestly, when we talk about fruits and eating more fruits and vegetables, I think that Thanksgiving dinner is probably one where people eat more vegetables than normal because there's just vegetables in the dinners like corn and
that's true.
Potatoes, but green beans. So I think the thing is, you can say that, but Thanksgiving is like one day. 2 or 3 if you have multiple families to go to, but that's not a reason to just like go have a free-for-all for the whole next 2 months.
But we do use that as a reason.
Anyway, we wanted to talk about in this last segment, this segment, in this book, there's a section called 17 Tips for Healthy and Sustainable Weight Loss on Nutrivore, which is like just having that awareness about eating more and nutrient dense food. We're going to go through these really fast. We might not get through all 17, but like spoiler alert, it's things that we talk about all the time. So
and probably things we know,
which of course, obviously
we should be doing.
Right. We also wouldn't be reviewing a book that had wildly different stances on things that we believe in. But the first one is to set realistic and healthy weight loss goals. So a lot of times we all start a weight loss goal, and it's just completely unrealistic. And you might be at a weight where you feel really good about yourself. You feel like you have a lot of energy and your workouts are really good, but then you step on a scale and it negates everything that you have been feeling because it's not the number that you want. Well, the reality is maybe that the weight that you're at and you feel your best isn't the one that you have in your mind is your goal. So just instead of trying to always continue chasing that last 10 or 20 pounds, at some point you have to just be like, okay, this is where I'm living my best life. I'm balancing everything that I need. I feel good. And maybe I'm okay with it being that weight being 10 pounds heavier than I thought. So set a realistic and healthy weight loss goal. And then the second one is to think of weight loss in terms of forming healthy, lifelong, long-term habit change, which we talk about all the time. We talked about it in the last segment. And then number 3 is addressing any underlying health challenges or, doing things like scheduling your colonoscopy if you're over 45, like those things, the preventative medicine that can help, because that is important.
Getting your health screenings.
Go and get a physical done and know where you're starting with from your numbers perspective of weight, of your blood pressure, cholesterol, all that stuff. So then when you are making changes to healthy eating, then you can go back to your doctor and maybe the scale hasn't changed, but your doctor's going to look at your blood work and be like, this is amazing. You've reduced your cholesterol. You've reduced your blood pressure. Good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Then you can be happy that you've made positive changes.
Those are the stories that I like when I hear our members say they're off their blood pressure medication or they've lowered their dosage by X amount. And with the goal of being off of it. It's like, those are the cool stories for me, not so much, I lost 20 pounds or, that type of thing.
Yep. Number 4 is to pay attention to your vitamin D, especially when you live in the Midwest and we're coming into winter. So that's something, if you're going to go to the doctor and get a health screening, have them check your vitamin D levels, because you probably need to supplement with vitamin D. Probably all of us need to. It's the number one thing that we are going to be deficient in. And it's a vitamin, but it actually acts more like a hormone in our bodies. So being deficient in vitamin D can be detrimental to a lot of processes. So you might even want to supplement it with it, but I would talk to your doctor first, of course. Getting enough sleep every night, super important. I'm going to tell a quick story about that, because this week I've been trying to for many years, we've woken up every day and we start our day with a protein shake. We've just been doing that for so long. It kind of went hand in hand with having caffeine.
Yep, coffee.
So that's how we would have our caffeine in the morning, was with protein. Well, we've cut out that morning caffeine. So this week we were experimenting with kind of pushing off that start of our eating. Not necessarily intermittent fasting for me, but it was more like just waiting a little bit longer, not eating right away. Well, I noticed I got really good sleep Monday and Tuesday, and that was really easy. It was really easy for me to wait a little bit longer to eat my first meal, eating breakfast around 8 or 9. So not even that crazy. And then I had a really bad night's sleep, and I was hungry probably 2 hours earlier than I was the 2 days before, which I thought that was shocking. But there is a link between your hunger hormone and the amount of sleep that you get. And it's hard for your body to regulate that hunger hormone if you're not getting enough sleep. So sleep is really important. Getting enough sleep every night. She even says in the book, it helps to regulate appetite and cravings. And it just helps with everything, how your body is able to manage everything. Number 6 is to live a healthy lifestyle. She even says walking every day is a great way to goal, or every day is a great way to go.
Go.
Why do I always keep saying goal? Great way to go. Manage stress, which I don't know. That's hard. Life is stressful. I don't know how to manage stress very well.
That's tough.
I know. So,
Don't sit in your bedroom and think about it.
don't doom scroll.
Yeah.
Get out into the world, interact with people that are positive in your life. So that's a good way to manage stress, I suppose.
Go to Farrell's. Great people.
That's right. Kickboxing. I mean, punching and kicking a bag is the greatest way to manage stress, I think. It's a great stress reliever.
A lot of stress management this week.
There was. Yes.
going on. So I think our bags they took some big punishment.
Yeah.
Your
That's
bags
a huge
want
one.
Husker football to win more than anybody else.
Yes.
Punishment.
Kickboxing is a great way to manage stress. Good call, Harrison. Number 8, so we're already getting halfway through. Drink enough water. Drinking water is really important. I did not drink enough water this week. I kind of struggled with drinking water. I don't know why, but I can feel it. I can feel the difference.
Where are we at with coffee conspiracy? Does this hydrate
No.
you?
So coffee, that is a really good question. Coffee is just as hydrating. It is hydrating you. The problem is it's also a diuretic. So while it is hydrating, you get a net hydration from it. You will lose body water faster.
Oh, that makes sense for
Right.
anybody who
So
drinks
kind of the rule of thumb is if you have a 12-ounce coffee, you should drink 12 more ounces of just regular water.
Yeah, kind of counter
right?
it. It's hard, but if you're already not, yes and no. There's Jordan Syatt, who we've had on our show before. He did a 24-hour test where he only drank water. Only drank coffee, and tested his urine levels, and tested it. And,
right, hydration.
Right, his hydration levels, and he kind of busted that myth. Lots of people have, but he did kind of have to stop early because his heart rate was increased a lot from the
I
extra
can imagine.
caffeine. Right.
There's other side effects.
Yeah.
to
So
too
that's
much
not
caffeine.
a free for all to just drink as much
Yeah.
coffee as you want. But at the same time, no, coffee is not dehydrating you, but you should still be drinking water. But it can count. You can count coffee in a normal amount. So drinking enough water, increasing your protein intake, making sure you're getting enough protein, 25 to 30 grams of protein 3 to 4 times a day is just a good way to start. Eating non-starchy vegetables with your meals, getting all those cruciferous vegetables, leafy green vegetables, adding those into your meals. That's going to help with fiber. It's low in calories. It fills you up. So you're getting all the nutrients. Eating fermented foods, which you do not do, Jeffrey.
And what's that? What's that?
Sauerkraut, pickles, kimchi.
Yeah.
Even I think olives are fermented technically because they're in a brine. Or taking a probiotic because it just helps with your gut health. But if you're eating enough fruits and vegetables, you're giving your gut what it needs to have that. That's what your gut needs for the prebiotics,
Right.
your probiotics. So it's all connected. Number 12 is to reduce the foods that mess with your hunger signals. So highly processed foods. Reduce them. She doesn't say eliminate them,
Yeah,
but just
reduce.
know how we've talked about this on the show, how you could eat a Snickers bar and easily eat a second Snicker bar because they're highly processed, but you would never eat an apple and then just eat another apple.
Oh, I'm craving it. I need another one.
I can't stop eating apples.
Or cookies. You eat 2 cookies.
Yeah.
You're like, I need more.
You're right. You could easily not stop eating cookies, Oreos, but apples, you just don't overeat apples. We just don't tend to. So reduce those foods that are easy to overeat, replace them or add them. So if you are going to eat, a Snicker bar, like pair it with something healthy too. Pair it with a protein shake. So you're getting protein to balance out the candy. Aim for starting with a small calorie deficit. That's that knob, the volume knob. Don't go from just eating whatever you want free for all
to 800 calories.
Right. To super strict calorie deficit because you're just not going to stick to it. It's just going to be really hard. So if you start with a small calorie deficit and you start to see changes, then maybe you can increase that calorie deficit over time, but start small, eat as much as you can and still see results before having to continue to reduce drastically. Eat breakfast every morning is a good one. Start your day with a healthy breakfast. If you're going to intermittent fast, there's a lot of research that's coming out now that it's because a lot of times when people were fasting, they would wait to eat until like noon. But there's a lot of research now coming out that actually what you should do is start eating sooner and stop eating sooner. So maybe instead of skipping breakfast, you're skipping dinner. And that's actually going to be more beneficial in the fasting world than skipping breakfast. So eating that breakfast within 1 or 2 hours of waking up, which is what we've been trying to do. That's why I haven't started my day with a protein shake. I want to wait a couple hours.
We get up early.
Get hungry. Right. First. Yeah. When you start eating at 3:00 in the morning, like that just is that's a big eating window. Eating dinner early. It does improve your sleep quality. If you're eating a large meal right before you go to bed, you're going to have disrupted sleep. So if you can eat earlier, give your body time to digest that food before you go to bed. That's just going to help improve your sleep quality.
That's kind of ties into the eat breakfast.
Yeah.
With the intermittent fasting is like have your window, whatever, start earlier in the morning and earlier in the evening.
Right. Yeah.
And that all ties into the exact same thing.
Yep. There's still the same amount of time.
Right.
This one's a big one. There's only 2 left. This one's a really big one, and it's the hardest one for me, not eating distracted. So try not to eat while you're watching TV or scrolling on your phone.
That's all we eat.
I know we don't eat at our table.
We've never been a family that sits.
That's not true. When the kids were little, we did. You were always gone though. You were working, but I used to make dinner and the kids would sit at the dinner table.
Well, I guess we kind of had a kitchen too, like a dining. We don't really have that anymore where all of us can sit around.
Yeah.
But no, we're like yesterday we had pot roast, potatoes, and we were watching television.
Yeah. So try not to do that.
We're growing up in my house. We were always kitchen table, which sometimes that wasn't the greatest thing either.
Yeah, that's stressful.
Family meeting. Here come the notebooks.
Yeah. Eventually got a TV in the kitchen though. Tie it all off.
And then the last one is to make sure you're meeting your nutritional needs from your food. So trying to bridge the gap of nutritional deficiencies that you might have with eating more nutritious food, increasing your fruits and vegetables.
Just be more conscious of what you're eating and
try to improve by 10% every week. Like it's going to be a habit pretty quickly.
Or even 5%.
Even 1%.
Like if you haven't eaten any fruits or vegetables in a while, just eat 1 or 2.
Yep. In the week.
And just see. You might like it. Like me. All right, we're going to go to break. We got one short segment coming up, so stay with us on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Haviland. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. Limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook, their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. See a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and brief with a high around 59. Tonight, showers likely with the low around 42. And tomorrow, a chance of showers in the morning, then mainly sunny skies in the afternoon with the high around 55. Meteorologist Kyle Buck, 93.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. We just have a couple minutes left with you. Where do we want to go? A couple minutes. What do we want to finish
Why
with?
do you ask me when we're at break, right before we come back, what are we going to talk about? Then I say something, and then we come back, and you're like, what are we going to talk about? Don't ask me then.
I won't. We'll make it spontaneous. I just won't ask until we come right onto the
You can
airways.
ask, but don't restart
Well,
the
I
conversation.
forgot. Short-term memory loss.
We're calling on a ban for the garlic Parmesan dipping sauce.
Yeah, none of that. None of that. No, so we're going to talk about, we're talking about more fruits and vegetables. I did buy a squash yesterday that I've also never had.
Oh, that's right. Squash.
Delicata squash.
No,
I've never
had
had that before.
Had spaghetti squash.
You've had spaghetti squash before. It's not going to be the same, but I feel like squash is kind of like, you just have to know how to prepare it because it's just going to take on the flavor of anything that you kind of want. So again, our Instagram is Fitness Fanatics Radio. So you can follow us on Instagram if you want to give some suggestions for fruits and vegetables that we should try, that Jeff should try. But we are for sure going to do, I'm going to put some cabbage. We're going to make something with cabbage this week for you. We'll add some mushrooms and then we'll eat that squash. Those are 3 things for sure that we'll try.
3 new things. All right.
Yep. So we'll just keep on going. Keep getting your fruits and veggies in.
Sounds good.
Good job.
So we are going to have a couple guests next week.
Yes.
Two of our members, one's an instructor. They have 2 teenage kids and they're busy, but they make time to fit working out into their schedules. So we're excited to visit with them. Lance and Kristen Smith will be with us next Sunday in studio. Anything else going on today, Harrison? Ready for the Bears, Patriots?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. So we talked about, I mean, this could be a massive slide in the wrong direction if you drop another one
to the Patriots.
Yeah, when you're losing games in the NFL, it turns into a train wreck pretty fast.
Well, and this is like the last game before the gauntlet, right?
Yeah, this is it.
Nope. This is the last.
Before the gauntlet begins.
Last one we'll probably be favored in. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it'll be the last one.
I'm picturing
maybe Seattle.
I was going to say American Gladiators, but I'm sure Harrison's never seen that. So I'm picturing Wipeout. Did you ever watch that TV show Wipeout?
Yeah, I've seen Wipeout.
Yeah, I'm picturing that for the Bears. I mean, they could get through unscathed, some of them, but I'm just picturing. And listen, as a Packers fan, we're also going to be entering that gauntlet as well. And so we will probably be the same, but I'm picturing like, there's going to be some crash and burns, I bet.
Yeah, history would tell you we're the likely candidates flame out here.
I know, but maybe not. Sometimes people get through that wipeout, safe and unscathed.
Just need to beat the Patriots 5-4 with the Packers coming to Chicago.
It could go either way. I'll be nervous.
And then we'll see.
Yeah, I'll be
You
nervous.
win that, you never know.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate everybody listening. We'll be back next Sunday with another episode of Fitness Fanatics.